Madden modding community. Now it's in the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming up next.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. And that's going to be batted away. Incomplete. So pretty home way to wrap up our first quarter.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Third and long for him here. Searches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Taken right at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence has had a remarkable career. Over 50 starts in high school and a winner all the way along. A national champion and 3-year starter at Clemson, and really a starter from day one after the first pick in the draft in Jacksonville. The key for Trevor at this level, though, is to do it season in and season out. That's what the greats before him have done. The Bradys, the Mannings, the #1 picks of the past. If you want to become a great and you want to take your game to another level, you got to do it year in and year out.
Motioning the tight end now. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly. Tell me these two are on the same page.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
Here we go on 4th. Lawrence. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Complete out to the right.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Lawrence working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Looking for a target. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by Foye Oluoku.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running back sent in motion. He has the first over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here is they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They motion the tight end over. First down throw, Lawrence. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Motion man left is Brown. 2nd and 3. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute, convert on these 3rd downs.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. That throw behind his intended target. Try and get in it to Nico Collins. So 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Kirk comes in motion right. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw, Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Second and 3 now. One quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit.